Hi, I'm Jessica here at Meadowview Growers. I am over the veggies and herbs, and today we're going to talk about patio tomatoes. Unlike most tomatoes, you don't have to remove all of the bottom stems. It is still recommended that you do sink it a few inches because you just really want to make sure that root system is there. All these small hairs on the tomato plants, if sunk below the soil, will turn into roots. The easiest way to remove the larger tomatoes from their pots is just to give her a good squeeze on all sides. Firm but gentle hold on the bottom of the tomato plant and just gently and continuously pull pressure. So before you put the plant in, you're going to come through, and these very bottom ones, you're just going to pull down, slightly twist, and pull down, slightly twist. And then your bottom leaves are up. From there, you just want to make sure your hole is deep enough to sink it however deep you're wanting to go. Our hole isn't deep enough. When you're handling your plant, make sure you're not just holding it by the stem and letting this swing around. That can cause you to snap your stem. So again, you just want to push it in, give her a small push when she's inside, pull all your leaves out of the way, start bringing your soil down around them. Nice little pats, pat, pat, pat. And then you're going to bring in the rest of your soil. Bring it around, pat, pat, pat. And then from here, you can choose if you want to stake your tomato or if you want to leave her bare. Make sure after you plant your tomato, you do thoroughly water it. You want to make sure your pot has well drainage, so a lot of drainage holes on the bottom. Make sure you are watering them evenly, and on very, very hot days, make sure you water them every day. So one thing you can do is some maintenance. These small things right here, they will turn into stems. They won't produce fruit. They are called suckers. They are typically called suckers because all they do is just suck nutrients from the plants. In order to have a bigger harvest, you just go through on every nook and you just pull them out. So now we're going to talk about end rot. End rot doesn't only affect tomato plants. They also affect peppers, squash, melons. Pretty much everything that can grow on a vine can be affected by end rot. End rot is caused by water stress, simultaneous growing, meaning the roots and the leaves are growing at the same time. One of the easiest ways to prevent root rot is even thorough waterings, making sure on hot days you are watering every day, making sure you are also not feeding with a fertilizer that is very high in phosphorus or nitrogen. If you do need to raise your calcium, the easiest way to do that is with lime, gypsum, or soaking eggshells in water overnight and using that water to water your plant. When to use rot stop? You use rot stop when all the conditions are perfect for blossom and rot to come in. So after a heavy rainfall, there's a good possibility that if you watered the day before and then it rains later that day, that rot could begin. So the easiest way to do that is to add calcium to your soil or use rot stop. To use rot stop, you spray it onto the foliage until it beads up and starts to run off. One of the other soil amendments we offer is Osmocote. It is a slow-release fertilizer, which is nice because there's no fear of over-fertilizing your plants. When you first use it, you're going to plant 1 capful into the first 3 inches of your soil, a minimum of 3 square feet. Here at Meadowview, one of the soil amendments we offer is Tomato Temp. Tomato Temp is specifically designed for tomatoes with low nitrogen, high calcium. When you first use it, you're going to plant 3 tablespoons into the first 4 inches of soil when you do your first planting. After that, you're going to reapply every 14 days, again, 3 tablespoons per plant, or 9 cups per 50 square feet. This is one of the products I do use in my own garden. We prefer to use the Tomato Temp because it helps to promote healthy root systems, bigger stalks, and of course, bigger, juicier tomatoes.